What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Carolina Custom Classics. I apologize for the delay. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and ate lots of turkey and ham. But anyways, today what we're doing is we're going to try and take off this gas tank, see if it's any good, try and clean it out if it is. If not, we're just going to put on a new one and go from there. So let's go ahead and start taking it down. To remove the gas tank, all you got to do is take off these two straps, which is here and there. And first, you got a fuel sending unit up here somewhere. I don't know if I'm at it or not, but you got to take off the fuel line there first. So we're going to do that first. Oh, and you got the filler knob here. Have to take off that too. But do that before we take off the straps. Alright, so I got everything pretty much off. I believe it should come right on down. Hopefully it ain't full with fuel, but we're gonna find out. I'm gonna try and guide the tank down using my knee or my leg and go from there. I just got one nut, still about a 1/4 inch hanging on one strap, and then she should be free to go. I should be able to get that by finger now. Well, maybe not. Should have grabbed the impact. Alright. That's it right there. It still feels heavy. Alright, she is off. Those bolts is 9/16. The fuel sending wire for your fuel gauge is a 3/8. And the fuel line was a, I think 5/8 or a half maybe. I can't remember. I have to check on that. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now what I'm trying to do is get it off the fuel neck. I'm hoping that I can just pull on it and pull it out without having to take it off, because everything up there looks pretty rotten. Oh, and don't do what I'm doing, just using a jack, especially a cheap jack at that. So, but to do it correctly, you'd want some jack stands under here too at a safe location. Just thought I'd point that out. Don't do what I'm doing. Come on. Yeah, we definitely got some fuel in here. Woo! Alright. Hey. Let's grab a flathead screwdriver. See if I can pry it off. Alright, here we go. There she is. Oh, we are freaking looking at probably about 70 pounds here. Great day. Try not to splash out any on me. Oh man. Well, I forgot about that vent hose, but we'll put a new one on there. Alright, there's that. To get a better idea of what the gas looks like in the tank, see how rusty it is, how many chunks we got come out, and to be green and environmental friendly, we're going to put it into a bucket and take it off the correct way instead of dumping it on the ground. Oh man, looks like orange juice. Wow, that don't look too good, y'all. No rust chunks. Get all that old gas out of there. And then we're going to take a look on the inside. See, dang, that was some black chunks right there. Well, we're going to take a look on the inside. See how rusty it is. If it's real rusty, one trick I like to use with cleaning gas tanks is just take some small rocks, put in it, and give it the good old shake, like you're doing a twist, if you are familiar with Chevy checking. Anyways, so let's take a look inside. I'm too cheap to have a flashlight, so luckily we live in the 21st century and we got phones with flashlights. She looks pretty rusty in there, so I think we're going to do the old gas or the rock trick. You can see with one swipe of the finger, got a bunch of rust, and we'll show you. Well, I ain't gonna show you inside because I don't think you're gonna be able to see anyway, so why waste your time? But I will show you the nasty fuel that came out. So let's take a look at that. So as you can see, that is some nasty looking fuel. That fuel is probably 20 years old, or shoot 30, 40 years old, who knows? I mean, hell, it might be 50 years old. But we're gonna make sure she's getting some good fuel now. At least we know she don't leak being that full of fuel, so let's get it. Alright, just in case you want to know how to change one out, it's just got these 5 little, I think they're called clutch head screws. Just take them out and the sending unit will come right out. But pretty simple. Oh, and there's a gasket under there. I don't know about y'all, but I absolutely hate these clamps. They're aggravating to get off, for one. Try a needle nose. See, this is why I don't like them. Or maybe I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. Probably a little bit of both. Alright, come on now. Okay. You want to play that game, huh? Come on. See if I can get it spun around to the other side. And me can get a bite on it. I hope I'm not boring y'all. Oh, come on. I apologize, y'all. Like I said, I do hate these with a passion. Alright, now we should be able to get this better way. Oh, come on. Alright, come on. We got you now. 10 minutes later. Come on, Woody. What in tarnation is going on in this daggone thing here? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get some adjustable behind them. There's no jelly right around here. Sometimes along the mountain, never see them again. That's what I get, I guess. Alright, we got you this time. Come on. Alright, got an idea.
2 hours later.
Watch this. Take my knife. Well, I got it opened. I'll pry up from the other side. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright, so that being said, what we'll do with that is just cut that off. Just like so. You can see it's pretty rusted up in there. So might as well clean that out. You know, I could have just bought one for this car, new and a center unit, but if I'd done that, I'd be putting way more money into this than I would be just cleaning it up and kind of halfway restoring it. So, with that being said, we're just going to restore this bad boy back to new. So anyways, what we're going to do now is go ahead and clean up all this dirt off of it, give it a good cleaning, and get it back to looking good. We might throw a little paint on it or something. I mean, you don't really have to, but we might. I don't know, maybe. But I doubt it. And then we're going to put the rocks in and give it a good swoosh. So, to get off this caked up dirt, I'm just going to use a flathead screwdriver. Kind of go over it lightly, break it all up. Then we'll go over it with the water hose. Like I said, I'm not worried about scratches or anything. I mean, it's a gas tank, it's under the car. And I mean, it's what, 63, 4 years old, something. And I just want to recycle it. Honestly, I could probably just get by with using this tank for another 50 years. Just replace the center unit, which I should have probably done. But yeah, I know this ain't one of my best videos by far, but I need to make y'all some content. I really haven't had too much going on this month. I figured this would be something I could do. I got a lot of parts coming in the mail, but I guess with it being the holidays, they take a little bit longer than regular. But I got everything I need to tune up the 57. I got new points, wires, plugs, cap, condenser, wheel cylinders, because the brakes leaked back down. So I got to put in new wheel cylinders. What else did I get? This miscellaneous, a carburetor rebuild kit, because that carburetor, it works great, honestly, but one of the gaskets or something's leaking, so might as well go ahead and rebuild that. Been working on the Harley, and it's been nothing but a heartache. I can't get the carburetor to stop leaking, no matter what I do. Then rebuild it 3 times, put 3 accelerator pumps in. That's where it keeps on leaking out of, the accelerator pump. Checked the float level 100 times. I don't know. It's almost to the point, and kicking it is starting to get pretty old. So I don't know what the future holds for the bike right now. I need to just go ahead and just buy a new carburetor. I think that would probably be the best idea. But I figure since it's just a motorcycle carburetor, it'd probably be about $100, if that. Well, the cheapest I found one was about $450, not including no accessories. So with the whole kit, put a new carburetor on that thing, we're looking at like right at $700, and that's on eBay, let alone at a dealership or anywhere like that. So it's definitely not cheap. I like the bike, don't get me wrong. It runs and drives good when I can get it to run. And like I said, it runs. But it's just got something wrong with the carburetor. I finally got it where it wouldn't cut off, or flood, I mean, out the accelerator pump. And then it would only crank up as long as I was squirting gas using the accelerator pump, and then it wouldn't idle. So, like I said, it's been one thing after another with it. But eventually we'll get it. We'll sell it one. Usually, when I buy something, if it's good to me, I'm good to it. I don't sink a ton of money into you. As long as you act like you're gonna run, you're gonna drive, you're gonna be reliable, I'll fix you up real nice. But when I buy something and one thing after another breaks, or I keep putting money into it and not enjoying it, that's when I draw the line. And I'm almost at the line with the bike. This 57 here has been a blessing. It really has. This 57 is a godsend almost. He knew I was wanting one, and he put this one in my life. You know, one that I can enjoy and drive without putting tens of thousands of dollars into one, because I already got plenty of them. But I want one where I can just go up to town, go to the drive-in, not have to work on it every single day. And I think I got a good one with that one. Spin this around for y'all. We breaking off a lot of it. Now, I'm not worried about getting no water in the tank, obviously, because we're going to be rinsing it out. We're going to let it dry for a day or two and get it nice and dry before we put it back on and put gas in it. Boy, this is fun. This one, I think I get all of it in one area. I go back over it, and big ass chunk comes back off. Boy, just to think, not even halfway done. And all this is unnecessary, of course, but Might get me a little bit better fuel mileage. Done got off 50 pounds of dirt. It was caked on there good. You know, sometimes when I do stuff like this, I wonder where this dirt came from. You know? No telling. I think the car was originally, from the paperwork that I got, a Florida car. But in 59 it came up to a dealership, or 58 it came up to a dealership, and it was bought in 59 by the second owner, which was up near Spartanburg, South Carolina. It pretty much stayed there its whole life. And then I got it. At least it'll be easier putting it back in. Let out the gas and all this extra dirt being on it. That'd be nice. It was pretty heavy. I'm lucky it wasn't slap full. Alright. What I'm going to do now is just rinse this top off. I might hit it with the wire brush and rinse it off again, and then we'll do the other side. But I'm going to go ahead and cut y'all off, and I'll get back to you when I'm all done. Probably be tomorrow. got cleaned up best I could. You know, I left a little bit on the bottom. I just got off the stuff that was falling off, but I left some of it to give it some protection. Anyways, now we're just gonna put some rocks in here. Doesn't really matter the size as long as they fit. I'll come back out. I'm gonna have to put in a good many. Luckily, I just happen to have a lot in my driveway. And like I said, we'll probably eventually, I don't know, I think the tank is probably good. I don't see no issues with the tank, but we'll put in a new sending unit in a couple weeks or so. That way I can get an accurate gas reading. Trying to find some rocks. One more go of rocks should be enough. Alright, now with that being said, we're just going to pick up the tank and start giving it a good rocking. Just like so. Trying to break up any rust in there. Wasn't terribly bad, so yeah, I do this for an hour, but a good 5 minutes will be fine. Woo! Boy. That's an exercise right there now. Woo! Yeah. But I think y'all be impressed with the amount of rust we get out of it. We'll cut on the water. Alright. There goes the door. Oh yeah. Trying to get out the rock. Boy, that thing ran out great. Starting to come out clear. I'm trying to get out the rock. Boy, that thing gets heavy after a while. Be careful with the edges of the metal. It's pretty sharp. Alright, that's all the rocks. Now I can just go back to rinsing. Alright, she's pretty much done. Water's coming out pretty clear now. Just gonna give it one more go so y'all can witness how clean it is now compared to what it first was. And we're gonna cut the fuel line coming from the tank to the fuel pump. We're gonna put us a little filter in there somewhere where we can easily replace it. There's a lot of people make the mistake of putting the filter after the fuel pump, which then the fuel pump gets clogged up. So I like to put one before the fuel pump and then one after. Now you can see water's nice and clear. I wouldn't drink it, but good enough. 6-7 wheel. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, watching me save the gas tank instead of fetching out $300-400 for a new one. We refurbished that one, and it's pretty much as good as new now. We're going to put on a vent hose back on and clean out the sending unit a little bit more and put it back on. I ain't going to show you me putting it back on, but because I mean it's just the reverse process of how I took it off. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be blessed.